What's up, guys? Another beautiful day. And it's a New Year's. Fuck yes. Let's get this shit started right. No more looking back. So in this video, it's gonna be a special moment talk. And in this video, I'm gonna give you guys something. I wanna give you guys back 3 perspectives. 3. I know I say perspective a lot, but to give you insight on my mind and what it feels and means to me is when we're born, we are experiencing our own realities. I'm going to go into detail about this. What I mean by that is I've learned that no one can have the same experience. Same situation, but every experience is unique. So let's say, for example, and I got this from somebody off of Infinite Waters. The simplest way I describe it is, say you're at a beach. It's a beautiful full moon night. There's me and then there's my friend. I'm having a good day. It's fucking beautiful. I had a couple of worries earlier on at work, something yada yada yada. This is in the past. Now I'm just relishing in the moment of the full moon and it's a good day. Life's gonna be good. And then there's my friend next to me. Had a kind of iffy day at work. Some other stuff happened I don't know about because they haven't told me yet, or just something that happened along their life that they don't know yet that triggered something in them, their set key, and they're still seeing the beautiful moon, admitting it's a beautiful moon, but they're still having a bad day. Every one of our perspective is unique and is only unique to us. And it's up to us to spread perspectives, knowledge, wisdom, to help the learning process for everyone, because when we all prosper, as in the world, when we look beyond ourselves, when the world prospers and works together, we will all prosper. It will trickle down to us, like the business effect. There's the pyramid effect, I'll say that. There's a person on top, hires 2 people below them, 2 people below them, and it keeps going, and the only person who's really getting the most out of it is the person who started it. Now, what would happen to that if everyone had the same knowledge he did? Well, everyone would get a balance of life. They would have a good life. And you can't tell me that no one wants a good life. And I'm going to dive now into the first perspective, and that's Kristen, me. And this is really funny that I'm talking about this, because whenever I talk about me or ask someone about me, a lot of people love me for me. I don't try to act like anything I'm not. I'm doing good. How are you today, ma'am? Happy New Year's to you too. See, nothing but love, people. And in my experience, people just see me. Chris has always just seen people. Yes, I acknowledge color. Yes, I have a darker pigmentation. Some people have a lighter pigmentation. That's just pigmentation. Ethnicity? Cool, this is what makes you you. Like, it's crazy how we let little things like this keep us from working together. But it's not our fault. But now that we are getting to a point in life where we all know better now, we have a responsibility. And so, back to my point, first perspective, Kristen. When I was born, I was always a person who looked at things differently. I felt differently, I thought differently. I was an emotional person. I still am an emotional person. And throughout my life, I was told that was a weakness. In fact, I'm finding out that's my greatest strength. I was always told that being mixed, it would make me feel separated. That is a lie. In fact, I feel more connected to people than ever. I've always felt connected to people. I've always wanted to talk to people. I like meeting new people. I've always wanted to go see places. And everyone that I met, whether it be sobered or fucked up, at some point in the conversation admitted they all wanted to get out in the world. They've all wanted to see what's out there. It's so beautiful what's out there. And I feel like with me doing these videos and me sharing this and opening myself up, that it will get people to do the same, and it could create great things. You know, I always wanted to be an artist. Kristen always wanted to be an artist. I still can. I always want to be a musician. I want to do so much. And I've always been told that I would pick one thing. Fuck that. Fuck it. If you've had a dream, go with it. You're having these dreams for a reason. As a kid in school, I don't know, it never sustained my mind. In fact, it frustrated me. I always felt that they were just giving me papers and not actually teaching me. Not all teachers. But I've always felt that there was more to the life, and as I'm getting older and going through this journey and learning more and interacting with new people, there is a lot more. When we've only scratched the surface. It's crazy. So Kristen has always been a person that was in tune with nature, in tune with himself, but I was being suppressed by a world that saw that as weird or crazy or whatever terms for it. I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. You feel what you feel for a reason. Granted, every situation is very different. Everyone's reality is very different. But you feel the way you feel for a reason, and it's up to you to figure that out. Granted, would you go down this path? It's going to have its ups and downs. But the ups are worth it, because in the long run, you're going to nail it, and I'm going to nail it. And like I said in my last video, I'm going to be a positive figure for you to look at as a friend, to be there for you whenever you need to talk. Like, I am pressing my videos. I'm asking you to please share this. Share all my videos. Share them. Bring people to me. Like, I want to learn more. I want to get talking more. And there's a black swan over there. Or a duck. I don't know. It's real cool. Nature. But yes. That is my first perspective. That is me. That is me as a person. I don't see color. I see people. I feel life. I feel like I actually... I'm getting excited, and I know I'm starting to go off and ramble a bit. But it's because I'm opening myself up to you guys. I actually kind of want us to not have cars. Crazy. I know, but I kind of wish we had the old system set up to where we all got horses. I would fucking love to ride a horse to work and have it as a companion in my life. That is just a badass idea right there. But back to the point, the second perspective. The African American perspective of Kristen. Going through life, I guess, and I haven't been everywhere. I haven't been that many places, although I would like to be. But the places I have been, I honestly haven't had an issue where my color has stopped me now. That doesn't go to say that I probably haven't met people who are low-key racist or, have come across anyone who's given me a stank eye. It's happened. But I don't let that define me, because I know I am... Hey, how are you, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Because I'm more than that. I'm a person. And I've had experiences with cops to where... And I'm not gonna lie, there was one situation where, honestly, no matter what, I probably should have gone to jail, because law is law. I should have had my car repoed, but, I talked to the officer, and, I had to do what I had to do to live, because this world doesn't give out favors. You gotta work for what you work for. And because of that, I was able to get myself out of hole, pay off a car I ended up wrecking in cash, and here I am today, still talking, not in jail, not getting cuddled by a guy named Honey Biscuit. And your communication skills, if this is one advice I can give you, is that your communication skills are very important. There is no talking white, there is no talking black. That's just not a thing. You can't, and I'm saying this to my African American friends, you cannot let the hate other people have showed you, and this is for anyone who's in this situation, because hate is not just defined to us African Americans. Everyone has gone under prejudice, racism, sexist. This is anyone who's been under false pretenses because of who they look like in their physical being. If you want to make a difference, there comes a time where you have to let hate go and talk your case. You have to learn more about yourself, about what you're fighting for, and deal with every situation as it is presented to you. We cannot move forward until we look past this pigmentation issue. We cannot move forward until we let this hate go. I'm being honest. This is the biggest blockade we have, and we just have to drop it. I understand you have to protect your own. I have to protect my own, because before I can supply to the whole of the world, I have to make sure I have solid grounding. But this is where it gets back to self, and you got to realize what you actually need in this moment to thrive, instead of what you want. And that can mean letting go of some people who are toxic, letting go of some items that you really don't need, that you were just taught that you believe you needed, etc., etc., etc. And with me talking about this, because I can keep talking about this for hours, of my ideas and thoughts, and again, I'm just trying to communicate. I'm just sharing what I feel, what I know, what I've seen, because I've seen a lot of other innocent black people, African Americans, I'm sorry, who have gotten a shitty hand and just met the wrong officer, or met the wrong person, or a Hispanic person. Same thing. It's happened to all of us. It has. And we need to see that. But in order to get past this, we have to let go of the hate, the fear, and look at everyone with fresh eyes and deal with every situation as it is presented. Third perspective, and I like to call this universal perspective, where we see outside the physical, like get out of our bodies, get out of definitions, labels, and see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, and this is, I hope this really hits you, like sit on it, marinate on it. But the bigger picture is the world, our world. Why the fuck, and I mean that, why the fuck do we have to spend money we don't have, that doesn't exist, to try and populate another planet? That just seems like a hard work that's not even necessary. Just to repeat it again, to end up trying to cultivate another planet and cause misery and spread toxicity across the universe? No. As cool as that is, we need to fix what's going on in the world first. There's a black puppy behind me. Oh man, nature's fun. But we have to fix what's going on in our own world before we even think of doing any more projects. Because what happens is when we keep trying to do projects, we never finish what we started. We just leave it and abandon it. And that's what our government does to us. If they don't get what they want in that moment, or they will use us to get their end game goal, and it's to stay comfortable where they are at. And I'm here to tell you, once we get out of our bodies and want to treat ourselves better and build solid foundations for ourselves, we can give back. We can give back and see it and know that we did it, and not rely on anyone else to fix our problem we made for ourselves. It's time for us to start being lazy and to find ways to do more positive things. We are so far in the and I'm gonna speak like this. Let's say our world is money. Right now, we could be profiting 1,000 times fold, especially the way technology and life are integrating in. But instead, because the people who are running it, we're way in the negatives, and we're gonna lose the only home we have right now. We probably won't even have time to construct another planet to live on. Like, why would you, like, yes, it's cool. I'm totally obsessed with traveling through space, seeing the universe, just because of, like, animes I've seen, like Gundam, giant robots fighting in the sky. That shit's trippy to me. It's awesome. It would be one hell of an experience to see space in a rocket ship, and to be on another planet and walk on its soil. But before we can get to that dream, we need to fix what's going on here, because if we don't, and we don't just start calling things out for what they are, we're just going to spread this to another innocent planet and waste money we don't have, because we're going to end up blowing that planet up or going extinct before that, because we're letting the people run us and continue to run us the way they are. I'm not for that. Granted, like, my videos are only reaching a few people, but if I keep this up and keep learning the way I'm learning, I know for a fact my videos are going to reach thousands. And I know for a fact that when that happens, in my own personal life, which you guys don't see, I know I'm making moves right now. I am trying so damn hard. And sorry, this is getting kind of like I said, I'm opening up to you, because someone has to open up to say what we've all been thinking, to say how we've been feeling. I'm tired. I really am. I want to have a good life. I want to spread knowledge. I want people to be out in nature with me, having a good time, enjoying the bounties that's been given to us. We all can have such a beautiful life if we just let go of the fear of the unknown and take back what was ours. And I know I've been doing a little bit of rambling in there, and like I said, this is a different moment talk. I'm being more of myself. I'm a goofy person at heart. Humor. You need humor to deal with life, or else it's gonna eat you up. But I know what I've said is a lot to process, and I'm gonna go look over this video again myself. But I'm sticking by what I say, and by doing this, it's making me have to, if that makes sense, to give back. Because as much as I know I'm gonna get, because I'm a smart kid, I have no kids, I'm single, I have a cat, I have a house full of cats and awesome roommates. I want to give them the world so I can give myself the world, and so I can give the world itself back. And I'm gonna need a lot of help to do that. So if you ever have an idea or a thought that you think is stupid about something positive, it's not stupid. Don't be afraid to be who you are, because at the end of the day, when we go on to the next world or come back here, whatever you decide to do when you leave your body, you're going to think back to all the moments, and you're going to ask yourself, did you do enough? And if you said you did, then you did. For real. But I know that that's something no one wants to do, and that's to die with regret. So in a world of infinite possibilities and unknown, and these are my last words on this video, super happy about, live your life to the fullest and trust yourself to make the right decisions. Anyways, guys, I love you. Got a lot to do today, got work tonight, but it's time to celebrate a new year. Love you guys. Stay strong. Peace.